grinning financial citizen welcomes you back, his offer still on the table. The grinning man watches you.
You're back again. The animal zone. Well, that is outside of my jurisdiction. Someone else can deal with that.
The GM gives you the most cursory of Among the rows of gleaming beverages, one pounces out at you. This vending machine carries the Heifer Red and Black Blend Special Edition canned coffee. Crucially, the coffee is not. Delicious scarcity. Obtain. The coins vanish with a jangle. Nothing happens. Nothing. Maybe this machine fears you. Maybe it doesn't want to give away a part of itself to a stranger, but market conditions demand it. Automated, unfeeling commerce stares back at you. It is no coincidence that the contraption before you mirrors the proportions of a coffin. The serpent that devours its own tail. Something rattles within the machine's guts. The coffees sway gently. None fall from their rack. Your hands glimpse the machine's full weight as it rocks back and forth. Still, it does not give up the red and black special edition coffee. And possibly refreshments are lined up like brightly colored soldiers, neatly regimented behind coiled springs. The refreshments The smuggler inclines his head in silent recognition. Everyone swears silence until it can buy 'em something. And so you fold into the dock's relentless rhythm. The work is unfamiliar and grueling and loud. Nothing here matches your instincts. Exhaustion sets in faster than understanding. After a couple hours, you decide to take a break. Nearby, dock workers smoke and swap gruff laughter. Others, you lean back, inhaling smoke. Workers tell stories with hands and slangs. The moment hangs until another shipment arrives. Time is blurred by sweat and motion until a whistle cuts through the docks. Work's over, you realize. You return, sweat-drenched, to the boatman. He lowers his head in brief salute.
Vending machines are basically a 10,000-year-old grift. You ever think about that? Picture this, right? There's this hairy guy, the Paleolithic hustler. He's stuffing berries in a tree hole. And then he gets an idea. This prick finds a big, heavy stone and drops it over the hole. You want berries? I'll give you some. For a flint or a seashell. Boom. History's first vending machine. Some other guys pushed back, definitely. But without berries, most of them starved to death. Point is, the grift works, even on you. You're broke, yet you keep walking past those glowing boxes where descendants of the hustler are hoarding resources, without even reaching in to take some.
Rumba, canned coffee, even a sip of which would have made your ancestors' hearts explode.
Not stuff, money. The standardized berry of the modern world. No longer necessary. Not after the people have been rendered compliant and uncreative. Fuck that primitive grifter. Pin him under his own rock and reach the fuck into that tree hole. You can already hear the pseudo-verbal sounds of proto-hominid liberation.
pleasure. Alright, tell me what's on. I'll be seeing you.
Small white flowers have opened up at the touch of a sunbeam. A delicate fragrance rises from the bush. You breathe in jasmine and cold air, soft and thin as hope. When you were quite small, there was a jasmine plant that trailed over the neighbor's fence. Knowing they could be made into tea, you took a flower and popped it into your mouth one autumn morning. It tasted like perfume, floral, bitter. The flavor lingered on your tongue all day. You blink. An hour has passed. The sunbeam is passing too. You pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles at you, its eyes wide. You step away from... A soft golden glow shines from within. Curtain.
Messiah.
Officially, we're Lucian.
We're exiles. The reunion...
The laughter leaves in its wake something like conversational scar tissue.
If it is, I won't be around to see it. Liver's on its way out. Cancer will get me before the Lusians do.
The signs are clear if you know what to look for. Jaundiced skin, bilirubin choked. The disease has taken hold.
Working on it. Cheers.
A few hundred brain cells pleasantly fizzle out in unison.
Anyway, you're the foreigner here, Messiah, so you tell us. The Lucians think they'll be here anytime soon?
The subject, whether immediate or eventual, of the negotiations the prisoner told you about. Were the talks not currently on hold, Portofiro would be being carved up by the drunken and otherwise degenerate diplomats representing the two rival powers of Emter and Leluz even now. Doused with cold water, all three of the pilots seem to sober up as your words hit them. This is why your internal clearance level is currently do not inform.
You've been hanging out with the wrong crowd, sweet thing. Only bad people know good authorities.
Either way, that's for you lot to worry about. I'm out the door.
The pilots exchange a look in silence.
Tell you what, Messiah. You grease my gullet. I'll tell you some fucked up stories. I flew from Tariska, small coastal town northeast of St. Alwyn proper. Was seeing a woman there. A ripped Lucian variant in this case, controls near illegible. A couple of days in, they started quelling the uprisings, and I'd heard enough about these things to how it was about to go down. So I hijacked her, right from the Hana. Didn't even fully remove the top.
They were going to make an example out of that city. Well, they did.
Steep climb, almost flamed out on the way up, but I rolled her clean over behind me. The city sprawled like veins in marble. Beautiful.
He edges out onto a thin sheet of memory, like a child on a frozen lake.
Same as they always did, except for the last time. I remember sun hitting the domes of the council houses and the harbor, hundreds of iridescent green sails. Beetle shells, we called them. Soon it was just me and the ocean. And then the light came. Burying bombs. Soft. Colorless at first. Then green and violet. Waves all over the shoreline and colors I didn't know existed. Swirling like oil in water. Those bombs don't leave ruins, you know. Not even craters. Just smooth flatlands covered in fine grey dust. Aye, well here I am.
You want more stories like that, sweet cheeks? We're full of them. Well, I still have my tenantry passport. Stamped on arm. Could fly back any day.
A particularly brutal annexation. The tenantries were razed almost to the ground. What remains is a shrunken capital surrounded by non-arable land.
Would you look at that? A Marseillan who actually knows something about the world.
Course there is, sugar. Bright sun, sandy beaches, a mass grave somewhere with the bones of my parents.
A joke in poor taste. A stamped passport for a country that no longer exists.
Wish I could say the same, sweet lips.
It's a bit shit, but it's fine.
Duchess is the only thing that makes the city halfway tolerable. I did clockwork for it. Perishable goods, fruits, marrow fish, whatever spoils quick.
Military.
The saliva smacking in his throat and mouth is louder than any words formed.
Laojiao was what they call a lamprey. People smuggler. Zhao ran low altitudes missions in and out of the territories for, what, 10 years?
Territories meaning, in this case, the Luz's island states. Briefly independent, now re-annexed.
Call them whatever you want. They wanted out.
He nods gruffly.
Wish I could say the same, sweet lips. Until next time, sugar.
Effa red and black special editions are lined up behind the sheet of glass. So close, yet so distant. And possibly...
Marcia.
He nods gruffly. The pilots exchange...
Tell you what, Marcia. You grease my gullet. If it is, I won't be around to...
The signs are clear if you know what to look for. Jaundiced skin, bilirubin choked. The disease has taken hold.
Conspiracy or not, Marcia.
She's right, though. Them...
Anyway, you're the foreigner here.
The subject, whether immediate... Were the talks not currently on hold, Portofiro would be being carved up by the drunken and otherwise degenerate diplomats representing...
And who's going to swoop in?
Either way, that's for you lot to worry about. I'm out the door.
Wish I could say the same, sweet lips. I never tire of it. Why does everything have to be about money these days?
Oh, Slava would just love that, wouldn't you?
Better than most humans I know.
If it is about money, it's not in any way that concerns us. Line's been free for as long as anyone can remember.
They act like the issue of money is secondary to the existence of the miracle line.
Never enough, as far as I'm concerned. I never tire of it. Never enough. Until next time.
Hard to believe, but it seems the gap is...
He's been going on about this mysterious gap for a while. It may be time to get to the bottom of it.
There's nothing to talk about. The gap exists far beyond your plane of comprehension. Best to stay at your own remuneration level. For your own health. It's fucking cold.
He twirls on the spot, further tangling himself in the phone cord that's become wrapped around his neck. Motions entirely devoid of grace. A complete lack of bodily control.
I won't be taking health advice from someone dressed like whatever you're dressed as. You wouldn't believe these locals. The woman from the discount bin thinks she can comprehend the gap.
Maybe time to make a visit to the party alley, Taylor. He turns his back to you. Definitively. Engaging with the flesh is pointless. This problem demands a more elegant techno solution. Then you'll be able to hear about this whole sordid affair with this mysterious gap. Your resident circuit surgeon. You've already located Radiant. Get him back on his medication and he'll surely make short work of this task. Warily, the young man watches.
Back again, are we? This is what's there for you. Don't ruin it by slouching. The side seams are offset. If you scuff those on a curb, well then. Of course you will. Back again, are we? Awful. Still. Absolutely not. I can see the stress in your pores. I expect you to look effortless.
He circles you with his gaze.
There she is, the high-value woman. This was meant for you. I can see it now. Only one critique. You look a bit strained when living should be effortless. Go and care for yourself. The attire demands it. You're a potential customer, and only because of your figure. Carves aside. I can see that you don't know much about the world of Hive. If you move in certain circles, you may have heard a certain type of man say such things as, I have a guy in Portofiro, but you wouldn't have heard of him. I'm the him you haven't heard of. Please, there's no time for courtesy. When I say your selection would be an insult, it's your taste I'm criticizing. Allow yourself to ask for help. Perhaps once more, with...
The tailor swishes his hand through shoulder-length hair that hasn't been there for a long, long time.
Normally, I would point you towards one of my regular clients who happens to be in town. A Monsieur Frederick of l'Empire-Saint-Territoire. Unfortunately, he seems determined to debase both himself and my fine work by standing absolutely still. Moreover, at a phone box devoid of joy. You can imagine how deeply upsetting this situation is. A good number of my clients don't live in Portofiro. Some pass through for work, others make an appointment with me, the sole reason for their visit.
The flash of a gold tooth near the back of his mouth.
There's also a Monsieur Oscar of l'Empire-Saint-Territoire, but he has managed to let us not irritate me any further. Say no more. His epoch is sadly one of mourning and of low self-esteem. He wears my work, innocent and pure, in the gutter.
The tailor nods.
I'm creating Portofiran fashion in the old way, but brought into the modern age. Hand-stitching, salvaged the local. You have some semblance of an introduction to understanding. I see it as essential to safeguarding Portofiran culture. Nothing less. You've seen what it's like out there, I'm sure. It's not perfect, but I'd say it's the only reason Lalus haven't drowned us in the detritus yet. These Lucian imports, they're not even culture. Culture has never been, and cannot be, state-directed.
It has to come from inside.
Yes, but culture, authentic culture, emerge. And you too, why not? And them, and them, and them. Anything else is just logistics. Of course you will.
Marcia.
Until next time.
My God, the suit she's wearing. Those cut...
You're a true shape changer, a high archon of fashion.
I don't think I should be alone right now.
We seize the unimpressive collection of limbs and retain Jism and twist him to face us. His face spotlit, quivering with terror and pleasure in an ever-shifting ratio.
What's happening?
An intervention. He wavers back and forth between you and his precious receiver for a few moments, before speaking into it. Moreau.
I have to go. There's someone from work here. I'm sorry. It was nice talking with you. You're from Interior Regulation.
MTAR's personnel department, infamous for their hands-on approach to quarterly check-ins. He thinks he's about to be dismissed. You're under no obligation to stop your opponent from making a mistake.
Oh, God, I knew it! This is a performance review. What? This? No, it's just a means of stress relief. I've said nothing. But if I could tell you, then I wouldn't be here. No one outside of global situations has any idea what goes into negotiations at this level. The advanced planning itself requires thousands of work notes, proposals, counter-proposals, decision trees all mapped out, hundreds of variables. Ah!
He wipes a wet lock of hair from in front of his glasses. No gang for him, only work.
The gap. The luminous gap of unknown origin. The portal from which the minister of mass culture himself will emerge.
So that's it. The gap in the Grand Lich's official itinerary. Unknown even to enter. Wide enough for a bullet to go through. Whatever takes place inside this gap, it'll almost certainly be after the ginkgo has shed its leaves.
You trivialize its mysteries when you talk about the gap this way. But yes, what you say is technically accurate. No one on our side is permitted to know, except for my superior, but they're keeping this knowledge very close. Matsumoto ceased being my true superior when he abandoned me after that party. Since then, I've been unofficially reporting to someone else. The High Priestess of the Gap. I don't know her real name. To me, she's only Silhouette.
A cryptonym, meaning...
In the central plaza at Party Alley, there's a little two-seater bar, very easy to miss. She's there every night. That's where we perform our daily stand-up. Does this mean you'll be giving me a good report to the Interior Regulation? But that would be it for me then. I'll be shelved, marked malafide. My whole career done.
A rivulet of blood emerges from his nostril. He wipes it away with his jacket slit. Shortness of breath, pale, sweaty complexion, nosebleeds, symptoms of hypertension.
That's what this is? A mercy dismissal. Would you like some Nurofen? I don't think I need it all anymore. I hope it helps you with your work. If you'll just let me say some goodbye.
You've wrung what you need from this limp rag. Time to move on. He turns back to the payphone and slowly picks up the receiver once more.
Whatever you did to the hogger, he looks proper sand for once.
Finally, some decency around here. Until next time,
Hello, Cascade. Keep look.
Standing very still at the fringes of the bar. Your former double cuts are conspicuous and vaguely unnerving.
Well observed. I need to buy some new clothes. Fortunately, no one but you can detect. I confess I'm not exactly comfortable in such a public arena yet. But after the service you did for Miho, I felt obligated. In. Miho looks forward to its collaboration with the opera. On the and Cascade. Thank you for trusting me again. Of course. We were sitting in that booth over there. Taxman, S-Doc, Virtue, you, Radian, Kindred, me.
The air charges as he recites.
I'm hardly going to forget the most flagrant breach of stagecraft I've ever committed in my professional life. Even after the crew collapse, he didn't destroy it? Schoolboy error. Though the true error, of course, was taking it in the first place. Because it was your birthday. But you're not, are you, Cascade? Not quite. So, along we all went, for you. And why, we'll do so again. In some form. Of course, Cascade. That's a sacrifice the directorship of Miho has decided it's willing to make. My one condition, I won't work with anyone from the old crew. They simply cannot be trusted. Cascade, I myself may no longer be compromised, but everything I said about the crew still holds true. We were betrayed once. Now we are contaminated, cordoned off, hazardous. The shape cannot be I trust you to find new allies worthy of our assignment, Cascade. I'll be here.
You return to the console. The screen flashes with complete. You back away. You tap her headset.
Hey, Hirsch. Bye, Hirsch.
She puts her headset. You return to Carolyn. You turn away from Carolyn.
Remember, Hirsch, no weird shit around V. Later, Hirsch.
Purple plastic shimmers as you approach. Tucked to the side is a worn black sticker. Could it be? The brand plate identifies this as a Kagami 7X60. A ceremonial blade for the High Priestess of Electro-Pop. One of the under-theorized appeals of Lusian Electro-Pop. The quality of modern Lusian instruments, mixing desks, even their cabling. In terms of sheer sale numbers, and people buying it who will never actually play it, they already do. You press your finger into the nearest key. A light, airy tone glistens across the room. Middle A. Good start.
Hersh, what are you doing? Hersh, stop.
This little weirdo thinks she owns music now.
We're watching you do it. This is an everything crisis. Mental, creative, communist, she snapped.
They were expecting you to play another note.
That was really disturbing.
Nice job, Hersh. You disturbed V.
The young pop star untenses as you... You find yourself before the old Lusian ginkgo once more. Time passes, but you take no note of it. Nothing much happens. Time passes, but you take no note of it. Nothing much happens. You leave the old Lu...
Don't make eye contact.
I can't. Don't worry.
Yeah, the Hypermall is cool if you know what you're looking for.
Thank fuck.
You're back, and you still look like that. Oh, what happened?
Oh. For real? Whatever.
In the body? Oh, not... Oh. To be honest, actually getting shot would be more moonglow. That's even...
Serious question. Should we... You're the one who brought him up. Shut your lying whore mouth.
Stop talking like that. Yuri would never. But yeah, you're being a lying whore and you should shut your mouth. Please, don't tell us we should be nicer to her. We've tried.
It was too hard. I hate lying. She's just not one of us.
You have a serious lying problem. Were you abused as a kid or something?
If that were true, then I would literally kill myself. Just tell her she's a moonglow. She knows already, but it's good to remind people like that where they... She's like sun shadow. Thank you. You need it. You deserve it.
She's harsh, but if she weren't a little horrible to you, then you might never know. So...
Ultras are ultra fans of Ultravioleta. It's a lifestyle commitment. Some of us have even died for...
Respect for the martyred.
Not like this. This was way chicer. Mass.
Random acts of self-annihilation are not unheard of in the Ultra community.
They didn't even have to plan. They just heard the lyrics and knew. It was time to jump off the balcony of their parents' apartment.
We live on the ground floor. I'd have to, like, slit my throat or something. It was only that one time, don't worry. Live recording on the radio, summer '94. Wish I'd been there. Yeah?
She recorded Glass Meadow when she had a 39-degree fever. Her favorite month is Tritos. She's allergic to strawberries.
I know her.
No, you don't. Stop telling people that.
I can't say. That's Violeta's secret. I'd never betray her confidence. It's not like that. It came to me when I was listening to El Lugar Donde Nací. Right after the second verse, when the Mellotron beat kicks in. I just heard her telling me.
That is so moronic.
It would be wrong.
We are both moonglow.
Equally moonglow.
What did I tell you about your lying whore mouth? Shut it!
So stupid. Like, what are they afraid of? That we'll see what we're missing out on and realize Portofiro's a wasteland? The whole thing is so moronic. People would be a lot happier if they were able to just have what they want.
Censorship is basically backwards rape. Sure.
Welcome back, Bucko. The song remains the same. Let's talk hypotheticals then. Let's say you have. Congratulations. Care for professional exchange of information? you mean the prisoner for her? It's certainly compelling. Big play, bucko. I'm sure this little sojourn will inspire some very good material. Feasibly, I could break the prisoner out. Can I ask what you want from poor Dante? Fair enough. I can see the advantage, but it also represents a steepening of terms.
The point of zero return. If he goes fully off script and abducts the prisoner, it will be Emter's fugitive son from here on out.
Don't rush me. Please. No, I don't fear her. Not anymore. First listen, the first prizing open of the heart. Of course, what is more terrifying than emotional megatonnage? Beyond the fact that they'll hunt me down, tie me to a crane and drown me in the nearest body of water. No, not really. Emter understand balance sheets, but they don't understand culture. That's why they are currently getting played by La Luz. You have direct access to Ultravioletta? Then it seems you have a very strong hand, Cascade.
He holds your gaze a moment.
I respect your position, for whatever reason. I believe you can deliver.
Her face flashes on the underside of your mind. Expression stern behind a black cigarette. Yana needs to agree to this too. You don't have to emotionally pry bar these two girls apart. There must be another way through. Try Emter on the books, not off them. That junior negotiator already looked a little weak at the knees. The man puts a gentle hand on his headphones, as if to ground himself.
The answer is yes, of course. There can be no other answer.
A whole career cast off in a single moment. And possibly a whole...
We have a deal. How soon can you move? If we're doing it, we should do it. Don't dally, bucko. We are on the edge of the precipice. The spy there barely was. What of him? Fine by me. Operant. I'll await word.
Loneliest.
His half-hooded eyes struggle to locate yours.
Goodbye.
You pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles at you, its eyes wide.
No interruption. I'm just... When true freedom is impossible. The difference between theory and practice is very small. Human beings live on horror. It all goes back to eating meat. The moment you make your enemy into an animal, he may be killed and eaten without guilt. But then I don't expect you called just to talk about my imaginary supper. I have a favor to ask, if you would do me the kindness. Are you outside just now? Fine start. Next question. Do you know what a ginkgo tree? You've been busy. I take it that means it hasn't yet shed its leaves. Lucky for you, then. For my part, I can't see a tree like that and not think of home. Yes. Perfect reproductions. Far better than anything Anonymous poor imprints have managed, despite our imagined techno-miracles. And yet, for me, they all recall a single tree. An ancient specimen in the center of the courtyard at my old school. Have I reminded you recently that I am in a lightless hole beneath the earth? I'll take my sucker where I can. And to think we were just getting to the best part. Thank you for letting me know. I was afraid I would miss them falling this year. Don't forget me, Hershel.
The receiver clicks back into place. The Reno Tail Dolphin eyes you expectantly.
Hello. Hello and welcome as always to the reality. A joke, obviously. This show would never solicit personal information from you. Salute.
The receiver... You step away. You tap her headset. She
Hey, Hirsch. Bye, Hirsch.
She puts her headset back. The bed welcomes you for a soft slumber. The stillness of the room quietens your mind as you settle down. You tap her headset.
Hey, Hersh.
Maybe she'd open up if you seemed hip, younger, more like a peer than an authority.
Who? Oh.
Not a peer then. How about a parent? Her father might have something you could use.
Bye, Hersh.
She puts her headset back.
Please, if you see Carolina, do let me know. And? Is she eating well? Does it look...
Her skin, pale, eyes tired, muscles atrophying.
Tell me, what's the matter? Both of us still... Wait. If you see Carolina again, please tell her. She's always my daughter. Thank you.
He gives you a slight nod, indicating that you may leave.
Oh, I suppose I haven't had that time. Until next time.
The soft golden glow shines from within. Cut.
Marcia.
I never tire of it. Never. I never tire of it. Never enough, as far as I'm concerned. Until next time.
Hirsch, I've been thinking, or projecting maybe, future-wise. Get serious for a moment. I'm trying to be serious. What would Tempo do? Her. Yeah. I am.
The girl sighs smoke and turns.
I should be out there, dancing, somewhere shiny, under lights. This is all so fucked. Because the music's gone. There's just a memory of it now, and you can't dance to a memory. I could, but then I'd be dancing on my own, and that sounds pretty lonely, doesn't it? Fuck it. Maybe I'm better off that way. That was the deal, yeah. Setting her free in exchange for an imprint of her. But near the end, I started. New plan was to sell her back to the Luthians, imprint and ransom her, basically.
Culture then cash. Tempo to a T.
What do you mean, too? I'm fucking Tempo. I want to do it.
Her eyes flash with new tones.
But I also want to help V. I really want to help her.
The girl takes a skewed drag of her cigarette, then studies the embers intently. She flicks her gaze at you like a knife.
From who? I guess what?
Her pupils narrow to slits.
You want to hand V over to the slinky reprobate. He'll lock her up in his diddler dungeon and ram the key up his ass. How sweet. Sounds like you bent for him. And what are you getting out of it? Thought I was fucking opera business. We called you. You must have thoughts, Miss Big Time Spy. So currently we're just hypothetically fucking V, conceptually. My thoughts are what they usually are. 2 loud songs and clashing keys. Say we take this deal. What happens to V? She goes back to being leashed.
2 aerotrams crisscross somewhere above you. The apartment's windows rattle in their frame. Cheap glass.
This is a sick little game you're playing, Hershel. Massively fucked up. Casually asking me to betray my friend. I'm kind of impressed you sunk this low, to be honest. Didn't think you had it in.
A barrage of words. None of them an outright.
Speak your piece. And Reno definitely made them. Tempo must have stashed them somewhere around the bazaar. Probably the least likely place Temple would go. Don't bother with the office, they're definitely not in there, and if they were in there, the weeping eye has them now. Also, tell Dante he can suck my minge. Don't be a stranger. Lot of to-in and fucking fro-in, Hirsch. Don't be a stranger. Lot of to-in and fucking fro-in, Hirsch.
Demolish another friendship. You've done it before. This one should be easy. It is not even one of your own.
What do you mean? No, but that wasn't the point. It's not like we stopped being friends. I could visit, we could vibe. I just didn't think about it, okay? Thought we'd figure it out or whatever.
Splitting at the seams. Almost ready to tear away clean. Unganging herself hard.
You wanna take this deal, yeah? Maybe.
Teetering. One more little push. From the room next door, the piano unfolds delicately into a new key. Yana glances in its direction and looks back at her.
Fuck do I care? I'm running an enterprise, not a popularity contest. Do it. Bye.
Cascade, have you found your answer? Excellent. One consideration for you. The prisoner mentioned something about exit papers. This isn't a request. I'm merely passing on a point of discussion. What you or the opera do with the prisoner when you get him is none of my concern. Of course. Let's conduct the exchange at the pier on the Petal Tract. Neutral ground, completely our own. Clear access to water.
Good choice. But he's dictating a lot of terms here.
This is a very sensitive event. The last... And Cascade, thank you for this. Until then.
A lot of to-in and fucking fro-in, Hirsch. Smart place. Good. You're sure about this, Hirsch? I thought so. You want...
You do not. Emotional liabilities become operational liabilities.
Reckon you can handle it. I'd probably just get in the way. I should get her then. Say...
She doesn't move. In the silence, you notice the piano music from Ultra. In fact, you haven't heard it since you got here. A projected advertisement flickers on the edge of the window. On the street below, someone laughs.
I heard you the first time. Don't fucking rush me.
As she slides from her seat, her eyes don't come close to meeting yours.
If you say so, Hersh.
Around you, night drags the day out of sight.
It's okay. I told you before that most people wish they never met me. I wish I'd never met you.
On the other side of the pier, two figures approach from the dimness. The old man's eyes flit between you and the girl. He appears more frail than his voice made him sound.
Don't get shot, Hershel. That would be a real shame.
Kaleidoscope stares at Ultravioletta like he can't look away.
Yes, I get the idea.
Slash these ties clean. It will make it easier to not look back.
You'll never see her again. Goodbye, Hersh. When they send me up to space, I'll watch you down here, running around in your sad little circles. I'm not. Doesn't matter.
Suddenly, she stops and looks back at you. her face frozen in a mask. Spines of ice bloom across your rib cage. A small, hunched man, maybe 70 years old. He stares straight back at you. It can't be. The old man keeps his eyes on you as he walks.
Long time no speaking. Hershel.
The now former prisoner turns to one side, then the other, as though taking the measure of his situation for the first time.
It seems poor Dante is worth his weight in posters. Because we are one and the same. I'm one of Great Facundo's famous unfortunate body doubles.
It is Lich Gang. Your mind rebels at the thought. Zero out this uncanny monster.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Whether he cared is another matter. We came from the same village, Facundo and I. Second cousins, hence the resemblance.
You mark the features. The imperious nose, the fleshy cheeks.
But then Facundo became what he is. Obviously, my cherished playmate is no more. Just an occasional shimmer behind gold eyes. But the family resemblance has proved useful for his purposes. I was given a sacred role to play. I was made to step into Death's path and read the lines prepared for Facundo. Instead, he'll be speaking the words meant for me. Then I say, bring it on. Let it descend.
Enough preamble. You're here for one.
Before the secret treaties can be consummated, a ritual must take place. A private ritual, known to very few. Facundo will be attending with only a token guard. If you're going to kill him, that will be your chance. You don't like talking to me now? What? Does my breath smell?
The index finger of your left hand twitch.
The ritual will take place at the old shrine to Canopus, tended faithfully by our small colony of expatriates who remain in the Empire's light. You can reach it by aerotron.
Place. Check.
As we've established, the shedding of the Ginkgo's leaves has marked days of remembrance. And now it will mark the start of Facundo's visit.
Time. Check.
That's it. A few simple words and it's done.
Your stomach twists.
Now, I believe you have some papers for me.
Oh my god. Oh no.
cold end for poor Dante after all. I think we are quite alone, actually. I have a final request of you. Feel free to turn me down, of course.
What class of music player is that headphone wire connected to? Must be up.
Now that I've raided the company safe, so to speak, I have nowhere else to go. I wondered if I could throw in with you. Sure, but more with you, Cascade. It does feel natural, yes. I think we have Ultravioletta to thank for that.
Your assignment could do with a professional operant. Yes, perfect.
So, Bucko, room for one more? No cause. I do as you direct. In Thor probably vastly outrank you in both experience and ability.
The man stares at you from...
Very good. When do we start? Once I see Ultravioletta Toulouse, I'll await you a signal at the fog mirror. I don't know yet. I'm just trying to keep a respectful distance.
Within the hole, Ultravioletta clasps her keyboard to her chest and stares unblinking at her damp shoe.
It all feels much like a dream. Then maybe it is all one communal dream? Whatever keeps you around, I suppose. I could settle for a dream. A pleasure. Be well, Cascade.
He offers you a small salute, then turns and walks.
Something's peeling underneath your chin? Whoa. The skin slides straight off like you're peeling the plastic from hamburger cheese. But now your muscles are all gross and exposed. Doesn't look nice, Hirsch. Lucky you have loads to choose from. All stacked up inside you, waiting to... Years of studying the expressions of others, and of course, their reactions to the faces that you make for them.
During your training, an old psychomancer told you that it's only in the faces of others that you come to know your own.
There's your woman of the people face, your craven hussy face. That one got you out of a nasty stitch in Azura III in '84, didn't it? Your bitter melon face? You're not sure. Hard to tell. You can't really remember. It's better this way. You'll always be who you need to be, and never who you... Very well. Ever feel like you should be living it to actual?
But he didn't want to share. So you bugged his shit. I can already... Glad to know you still got it. Tight. I kept an eye on the bug. A few calls already came in. We should give it a listen. All right, this might take a while. You got time? Get that fucking box over there, would you? All right. Communion with the cricket.
Modded tape deck with antennae to pick up the cricket signal. Signature Ramsey's engineering. Zero budget precision. Wretched and ingenious. He slides right back into his old skin. The old act awakens dormant pathways to tactile memory. Even the pulse returns to his palsied hands.
Can't say I feel the same, but...
In spite of himself, he relaxes into a familiar position as he hits...
Communing.
His personal sedentary yoga, hunched, elbows on his knees, staring at the device from zero distance.
Mord? Aha! Got you, reptile. Pass this on to the knobs at the top. Then all the collectors you want, send your best collectors. I will be waiting.
The spike of the receiver slamming pierces your eardrum like an ice pick.
We're just getting warmed up.
Among listening devices, he's back in his native element, if only for a moment. Stripped of his wounds, back roaring to danger. Static.
Gonzalo, you miserable bastard. Is that you?
Have you been today, Marcel?
Guttural, breathless, and somehow strained, as though in the...
Yes, Gonzalo. I have bathed twice, and I'm not falling for this today.
For the last time, and I promise, the next one will be accompanied by some dramatic act of self-destruction. I have never once been unfaithful. If anything, I displayed an excess of fidelity.
She's my fucking sister, Gonzalo.
The suggestion of usable information is cruelly whisked away.
Exactly. You and I are bound by an insane pheromonal determinism, Marcella. Don't you see? Anyone who shares your genes is subject to the same inexorable pull. Frankly, it would be weird if I hadn't fucked her.
Gonzalo, you sick.
You know what I need at the end of a long day, Marcella. Come on.
What about my day, Gonzalo? Your fucking supplier.
Target acquired. Ramses' ears perked to attention by your side.
Don't talk to me about my fucking supplier right now. I've already injected myself with the formula. You know the one.
He scares me, Gonzalo. I don't know that I want to deal with him.
Don't speak to me about those fucking people right now. I told you, it's the driver you deal with, not the Azzurri.
But Gonzalo, he has my number.
Not with our setup.
God curse you, woman. Already I'm starting to lose sensation in my lower body. You can do what you want with it, Marcella. It's yours.
Oh, you sick fuck. You would paralyze yourself for me?
Irrigational miracles. This is her shit.
I already have.
And you leave me to run your businesses alone?
All you need to remember about the business is the passphrase, Marcy. That's it.
Derrotado, pero inclaudicable.
Ramses flashes you a piece of paper. Quicker than you. Success nears. You can almost taste the...
That's all there is to it. Those words through the party alley payphone. Make sure you do it at night this time. And you never need to hear that man's voice again.
Oh, fine.
Now come on. I'm as hard as a rock, but I'm feeling.
Got what we needed. Cricket communion complete.
For a moment, he'd forgotten how weak he is.
Derrotado pero inclaudicable. The dealer's number. You know it? Fucking... Can you please? That's all we're missing. And if she makes the call before us, you might not get another chance.
He nods, which unsteady.
All right. Hirsch, guessing we don't have the soul for this kind of deal. Is this going where I think it's going? Shit, I figured. I assume you have a gun. Good. What next? From the party alley phone. That's the easy part. You're not worried about fucking being seen?
Why didn't we think of that? That part was self-evident. That's why you didn't think of it. This was not a failing on your part.
Hey, you know, just where do you want me? You're out of your fucking mind. I'm coming with. Non-negotiable, Hirsch. Back up. I can live with that. It's a plan then. After you place the call from PA, call me, and I'll...
Unless we don't call him, you've already got... With a loose plan in place, Ramses takes in a big breath and exhales.
Is there anything else? Or... See you around, hey.
Bored? What do you want?
You return to the wasteland. The shred of paper displays clear evidence of having been balled up in rage and then bitterly unfolded. But the numbers on it are still... You squint at the digits, trying to commit. 2 rows of hieroglyphics would have been easier to memorize. At least those have pictures.
Having bedded a few kleptomaniacs, I have...
Foiled. You should return when the office is empty. The doctor drums his fingers on the desk. Yesterday, there was a curtain of leaves. Now, simply a tangle of bed on the ground. Your blood beats a kick drum rhythm behind your ear. Yellow leaves swell about your feet. You turn back to the ginkgo tree. Its branches spread into many futures. If you had time, you might count them. The naked branches seem... Tuk-tuks patter about. Swells of dust. Past the hill of pigs, Party Alley gives way to... The bare branches sway gently. The fallen leaves crunch. High pressure coming in from the Noscorentes means cool. You tap her headset.
Hey, Hirsch. Bye, Hirsch.
She puts her headset back on and...
It's 96 now. There for years,
You tap her headset.
Hey, Hirsch.
She rubs her forehead.
I know, but I haven't done anything yet. This isn't for... This is my job. I'm good at it. I have to do something. Lou.
She thinks the bootlegging is an act of resistance. She still wants to be an operative. So appeal to her as a colleague. Take her seriously. Tell her your own professional problems. Ask for her help.
Zeroed. Like, dead?
Something in her breaks. You see it snap.
Oh, Hirsch. All right.
Poor thing. You can save her from this. Bring up. Yes. Refurbish the tool so it may be you.
Other headset's over there. You just have to put it on. No. I broke the recording equipment in there. On purpose. I didn't want to think about them just in there. Has to be live.
You fix the headset over your head. A phone. Connecting your mind's eye to hers. You hear birdsong, footsteps, a man. You see a cosmonaut suit, posed and fused to a base. The missing figurine from her room. The images collapse, fall on top of each other. Carolina's voice screaming, as if it were coming from your own mouth. Then nothing. An incomplete record.
Fuck. 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 It wouldn't help.
As she blocked the rest out. Not good enough.
Yeah, I had it with me when they picked me up. It was? Oh, I messed up.
Unclear. Insufficient search terms. Oh, fucking hell. What did we tell her?
The advanced cognitive maneuver, where you displace yourself into an object to withstand interrogation. Remember?
The one you claim to have done yourself. The one you lied about.
You taught it to me. I think it kept me alive, but all my memories are in the figurine.
Again, the opera has no record of any operant successfully performing this maneuver, let alone Cascade. Forget that. Just flex your way into the console and override her controls while she's plugged in. Because she built it. She's a fucking circuit queen. Now get over to that console and get flexing.
Dad stuff? I don't think so. Or you could, but it would be even worse. Please, Hirsch, if we have to do this, I need the figurine. Not really. I don't. I'll be here.
You return to the console. You back away.
Fuck machines with 11 stages of vibration, hydrophobic jackets that light up in the dark, and personal... Put on your seatbelt, Hershel. The future is here. Forget about it. You don't need it anymore. So you won't fall out mid-drive. We're going to the Brand Embassy, the hypermarket in the center of Cicatriz Frontera. It gets even cooler. Just take a look at the clothing racks. This is the pinnacle of human innovation. Sacrophobe, crossbill, lunadista, tracker. Clothes of the future designed by artists of the future, using materials of the future.
Shiny. So shiny.
Just put one of them on. Don't worry about it. You'll look good in any of them. Take a couple of pictures and you'll be on your way. You can keep the... Of course. We'll throw in a couple of soul as well. For your troubles, if you don't mind. There's no hidden agenda. You don't have to believe in anything. You just get your passport stamped by the Brand Embassy. And some... Excellent choice.
You return to the console. There's a worn button in the center of the console in front of you. Warm. Carolina. System. A map of the machine's spiraling brain unfolds itself onto the screen at the back of the room. Lines intersect, breed, bifurcate, return to their pulsating orbit. Stunning. Try turning... And not a hint of any ritual script or sigils. They give her the creativity to think in this space. But she's the one making it work. Intentions. Both Carolina's and the machine's, sublimely indistinguishable on the electrical plane. The cylinder clicks softly between your fingers as you turn it clockwise. On screen, the lines grow larger as the lens's focus narrows, magnifying a small section of the noise. At this proximity, the lines are even more nonsensical, a mush of shape and light. You need to widen the scope, take everything in so that you pass the broader pattern. The dial's perimeter is ridged, hard. The lines on the screen grow smaller as the map expands, showing you more and more of the machine's form. You notice an anomaly at an outer edge of the pulsing spiral, a glowing shape. Lines will move around it, but never through. The nightmare, the memory. Get closer. Turn the dial the other way. You turn the dial again. As the object grows large. Got it. That circle isn't like anything else on the screen. It's a foe. An intruder from another reality. Yours. The salt circle on the modified dream recording equipment. Destroy it. You pucker your lips and blow, short and hard. The equipment makes a high whining noise as thousands of little particles infiltrate its tender insides. In the chair, Carolina goes still. Her chest rises and falls with the deep breath of sleep. She's just exhausted. Forget it. Put on the headset. Get into the machine with her. Light refracts within your cornea. You are someone else, somewhere else. You cannot. Rope bites into your skin. The fibers damp with weeping flesh. Each movement sends a bolt of electric agony through your arms. A man and a woman look down at you and at each other. Intimacy and pleasure in their gaze when it connects. There are a casual intimacy to the interrogator's posture, slouched towards each other. Their partner.
She's confused. I told you not to hit her in the head.
Yeah.
He'll do it again.
We just need a name, dear. Your opera handler. Who got you into this whole mess?
I'll try again.
Brace yourself. Knuckles dig swift into your eye socket and back out again. No.
For fuck's sake.
The room scrambles, fades, returns. You can feel something in your ears now. The woman caresses a device in her palm, and you can... The crease of latex against plastic, amplified in your skull.
What did they promise you? Money? Did they tell you they'd make you a big-time communist operant? It doesn't have to be this hard.
The woman smiles, closes her hand around the device. Oral torture. Wicked. The device isn't making any sound. It's triggering a psycho-auditory response, tuned specifically to the individual.
Don't pass out. Shit. Oh, there you are.
Tell us about your assignment.
Silence.
Unbelievable.
Come on.
A white flash, cold, static. The room buzzes, fades, clarifies. You catch a glimpse of orange in the back of the room. Breathe easily.
I smell death. Her wounds are beginning to decay. Disgusting.
She's shivering. The sepsis will kill her before we get anything.
Whisper into each other in low, urgent tones. They're beginning to panic.
Look at yourself.
He grabs your hair, forces your gaze downward. You see your bare chest, rotten and oozing.
Doesn't it look good? Try it.
Still gripping your hair, he slams your head back. You open your mouth to gasp and he plunges his knife between your lips. You taste the rancid, wet crumbs of your flesh on its blade. Bitter.
Swallow for me.
Pieces of you splatter across his face, black and yellow. He wipes his face, then forces his hand back into your mouth. His fingers plug your throat, you choke. Vomit splutters out of your nostrils. You cough. It burns.
Did you like having his hand inside you? Do you want him to do it again?
Maybe we should bring Dr. Hugo here to visit you. Is that what you want? To see your daddy?
The doctor blows onto his tea. A smell of mint rises with the steam.
We'll say that his little girl told us that he was the head of the network. He'll die thinking you sacrificed him to save someone else.
It's up to you whether we have to bring him here or not. We'll keep him right downstairs. You'll be able to hear every...
Make it stop.
Who was in charge? There must be an operant in there.
Come on, don't tell him. Lie. It feels like drowning, like clawing your way through dark water, like you don't know which way is up. Your hair is drenched in sweat.
What the fuck did you do, Tiger Pussy? Have you been fucking with her equipment?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. My machine. You did something to me. Hirsch. Really you? No. That was real. That was real.
Uses interrogators of broken assets far more experienced than Kindred. She gave up what she could to protect what she must.
Damn fucking right it's not your fault. You don't think that, do you? Listen to the demonic hag, Karoshka. She's right. Alright, well, kinda sick, kinda weird. Not our...
Huh? I can't.
It's fucking lovely here. What's wrong with Portofiro? Shh. We could thrive too. We could thrive the shit out of it.
I don't.
You deserve to thrive up a storm. We could move to the sunset, a penthouse. I could call in some favors with Dad's old locket and set up with a dope view of Kisa. We'll watch the boats tonight. We'll have rugs, and we can...
Hey, Tempo can't die.
You watch as she sobs.
I want to die. I want to die.
Karushka, please. We know what happened now. We can just move on. We can get some fucking takeout and watch Iron Pedal 7. We can go to the fucking beach or some shit. Sand? We can make movies about all this. Espionage, fighting fascists. You can make it so real. It'll blow people's fucking minds.
But it isn't real, Septimus. What's real is this. Me, scars, and dead friends. I don't care about rugs. I'm not just going to forget this.
A point of contention between them. Good. Drive the wedge. Bring her back to you.
Calm the fuck on. We all just saw what this thing looks like.
He waves an arm madly in the direction of the headset.
Hershel's fucked. She's gone all inhuman and weird, just like Dad's guys when they done too much. You need to stay out of it.
No. Stop telling me what I need. It's you who's afraid of this. All your uncles and your dad? I'm not. I can take it. I can do something about it.
Carolina sits up, looks at you.
Hersh, why are you here? Why did you come back? So there's another assignment? Another chance? Let me help.
We have our own crew. Gaffers and camera boys and shit. A producer even. And no one gets killed.
She smiles up at you, grateful.
Karoshka.
A low, tilting shelf mark. You turn your attention.
You're back again.
The GM gives you...
Marcia.
I never tire of it. Until next time.
lines. Yes, I'm missing them.
Warily.
Cascade, has the time come? I'm here.
Cascade. Hope things are coming together.
He turns a dial on his headphones and focuses on you.
They're your assets, Cascade. I'm just here to hold up my end of the deal. Though out of professional pride, I can accept nothing less than a second in command. Please don't handicap us pre-game with your team selection. Absolutely not.
You've asked him to part with the feather from an angel's wing.
I most certainly am. I look forward to it immensely, but not yet. Whether it's next week or forth. Until then.
Bored? What do you want?
You return to the wasteland. Its solo inhabitant now there in body. The shred of paper displays clear evidence of having been balled up. You squint at the digits. 2 rows of hieroglyphics would have been easier to memorize. At least those have pictures. Your gaze drifts away. The doctor drums his...
Bored? What do you want?
You return to the wasteland. The shred of paper displays clear. You squint at the digits. 2 rows of hieroglyphics would have been easier to memorize. At least those have pictures.
Keep your eye.
It's no good trying to take it when he's right there.
That's how the board get.
Bureaucratic object permanence. Out of sight, out of existence.
They're decorative.
The doctor drums it.
Operant? Something big is happening, isn't it? I'd started to suspect as much. I don't expect we'll be seeing you again. Right. Right. A shame. I know our relationship is strictly collegial. Still, I suppose I got used to seeing you around. Is that what we've been doing here? Speaking plainly, it seems to consist mostly of odd jobs. Here I thought I was signing up for espionage and romance. And instead I find myself replacing window glass like some kind of handyman. That was only a hypothetical example.
Yes, she may.
I suppose it was impressive watching you fashion a gun in my spare room there. Ingenious, I must say. Oh, the debacle with Pseudopod. Well, it was interesting to see how you make it up as you go along. Hypertier must mean something other than what I think it means. At least he's up on his feet now. So, where does that leave us? Right, those. I think for the sake of any future tenants...
Immediately.
Yes. I've got a demented aunt with an apartment in the Hill of Pigs. I reckon she won't... Now, I expect you'll want to get some rest. Come at tomorrow, fresh. That's right. Well, if there's anything else you require, I suppose I'll be right here. I'll be here if you require.
Raw information atomizes itself. On the other side of the world, a phone...
Cascade. Tomorrow. So that means you got everything in order. Plot, tools, squad. Basically,
Not a word that fills my heart with confidence. Well, let's go through it, for the record.
For your pomegranate red folder, she means. Material for future reviews, case studies, and post-mortem.
Ready when you are. To your chosen four then. Let's start with the easy one. You, Cascade. You will be knight errant.
To assemble and guide the rest. A tensing deep in your gut, as your name is committed.
The operant who was last seen hurling himself out of your window. Absolutely not. Your cupbearer?
To stand by you, absolutely.
Who the hell is Kaleidoscope?
A long silence on the other end of... He's already turned once. He could just as easily do it again. That's assuming it's a legitimate defection, and not a double bluff from a vastly superior operant. The man has nowhere else to go. There is no one better for the assignment.
Kaleidoscope it is then. Your astronomist?
To reflect things in a different light.
Kindred. Lastly, your fool?
For a reason known only to the knight errant.
Your zeroed out double. You're serious? Maybe he just needs someone to set a good example. So that's Knight Errant, Cascade, Cupbearer, Kaleidoscope, Astronomist, Kindred, and Fool, Pseudopod.
Sounds like a band.
And you're certain this is the squad? Once I submit this form, we're committed. So it is. So it will be. Yes. What have you found out? Good. Very good, operant. This is a lot to work with. Hold on. The guard detail. What do we know about it? All right. Here's my recommendation. Tomorrow morning, you, Pseudopod, and Carolina will travel to the War Criminals Shrine by aero tram, as early as you can manage. Kaleidoscope will follow later, on the same tram as the Lich and his entourage.
You only know it's gone wrong when a body shows up on the other side, punctured and bloody.
Fortunately, there's only one aero tram that goes to the shrine to deathless heroes. It shouldn't be too hard to keep an eye out for the Lich's party. Once the Lich's aero tram has arrived, rendezvous with your two and plan your next moves. We're going to need a lot of imagination to pull this off. If this is a ritual, there must surely be rites to perform. With luck, you may even catch the Lich unattended, though I wouldn't count on it. Right. You managed to procure a gun at least. Fine, whatever. Anything else on the subject of tools? And? What's that got to do with anything? Right. I'm going to leave the pelota ball out. Very good.
A heavy silence falls over the line.
There'll be no getting out of Portofiro by plane. The phones won't be safe any longer either. I can get you a boat. It's a signals vessel, part of the network that makes your magic box work. It's small. There'll be just enough space for you on board. Getting everyone out at once is out of the question, I'm sorry. Your squad mates will have to fend for themselves until we can arrange for their extraction. There's nothing I can do, Cascade. We're making it up as we go along. We won't forget them, but we have to work with what we've got. And what we've got is a single, very cramped boat. You're lucky we can get anyone out on such short notice. Our jobs, Cascade. Same as... There's a relay buoy in the Noscorentes, international waters. It's secure and safe. Call me when you reach it, and we'll discuss next steps. I know. We'll get them out as soon as we can. Get whatever rest you can, and take solace in this. By this time tomorrow, it will be over.
She hesitates for a second.
Luck and skill, operative.
A click in your ear, a moment of silence, then the familiar hum, somehow more empty than the silence.